Rob Parker, we talked about Matthew Stafford, we talked about Rob Parker. Let's merge the two. Let's get them married. Writes this article for Deadspin, which who knew Deadspin was even a thing anymore? It was news to me. Writes an article for Deadspin today, which was just one of the most ridiculous things I've ever read. Quote, this is the headline, quote, if Matt Stafford were a black quarterback, he would have been out of a job long ago. Talk about a double standard, end quote. We debated whether we were going to pull a bunch of excerpts and just blow up this ridiculous article piece by piece. We figured it was not worth your time or ours, but maybe you can just take my word for it, or if you want to take the plunge, by all means, go ahead. The article cites absolutely zero evidence of racism whatsoever. None. There's none. The entire basis of this Matt Stafford only had a long career in Detroit because he's white thing is Jameis Winston. He said, if you kind of look at these numbers a certain way, Jameis Winston in Tampa Bay had similar numbers and he got run out of town. There's so many things wrong with this argument. For one, Stafford was just flat out better. It was close, some of those seasons. Stafford was flat out better. Two, Winston's last year, he threw 30 interceptions. He was a turnover machine, something Stafford has never even approached, ever. So you have to look at the last year, not just the entire body of work. What were they getting rid of? At the time, they were getting rid of the most turnover-prone quarterback in the history of the NFL, literally, objectively. The most turnover-prone quarterback in the long history of the game. It's a ridiculous assertion. There's no evidence whatsoever. And he completely, I don't know how you have an argument about Jameis Winston and a team deciding to cast him off without even mentioning the significant baggage that he had. He came into the league with what seemed like a credible rape allegation when he was at Florida State. He came into the league with another issue where he's at the quad screaming at women expletives. That's something he admitted to, that no alleged about that. So he came into the league with all these strikes. Wasn't he the one that stole like crab legs too? Wasn't he the crab leg guy? That was before he even got to the NFL. Then the NFL, he's out of shape by many accounts, showing up to camp 20 pounds overweight. He was admitted to inappropriate conduct with an Uber driver and groped her, supposedly, and was suspended for 3 games. So even if you want to make the statistical argument, Winston has some myriad character issues that Matthew Stafford never has and probably never will. He's the most vanilla guy, most boring guy on the planet. So what a week for Rob Parker.
Freaking idiot. Shouldn't even have a show.